Never do anything for the approval of people, but always do it to the glory of God. You will never make people happy. People will always talk no matter what, especially when it's negative. You could be doing good and nobody says anything. They're silent. Maybe it's because they're jealous. But the moment you do something wrong, they're the first ones talking. If you're broke, they talk about how lazy you are, how you're not responsible, and how you make bad financial decisions. But the moment you got a little bit of money, people will say things like, oh, look, they think they're all good now. They think they're better than me because they have a nice car and a nice house. For my Hispanic brothers, they'll say things like, se creen mucho. Or you may be having marriage problems. And people are talking, oh, did you hear about what her husband did? Or it's because he works too much. Did you hear that he was having an affair? Or I told her not to marry him. But if you got a good marriage, people are still hating. They say things like, oh, they think they're better than us now. Look how they're always happy. Look how they're always going on dates. They'll start comparing their own relationship to yours and start hating. This also happens in church. People talk about the pastor, and they may say things like, oh man, he travels too much, and he's focusing too much on the ministry, and he's not focusing on his family. But on the other hand, you have a pastor who spends a lot of time with his family, like he should be doing, and people are still talking. They'll say things like, look, he doesn't care about the church. He's always with his family. He's rejecting the church. People will say things like, we need to go out and evangelize. We need to reach the community and save souls. But the moment somebody starts to do something, people are still talking. Oh, look at what he's doing. Or he should have been doing it that way. He thinks it's all good now. Oh, or he's doing it just for the attention. People will always talk. And we've all thought like this at one point, myself included. We're all guilty of that. But we must check ourselves and question our intentions and question our motives. David says in the book of Psalm chapter 139, verse 23 and 24, search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my thoughts. And see if there be any offense in me. And lead me in the way everlasting. We must ask God to search our heart for issues like pride, jealousy, and envy. And we must ask God to lead us in the right way. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 says, so whatever you do, do it to the glory of God. So don't do anything to be recognized by people, but do everything to bring glory to God. Nobody knows what you've been through, and nobody knows the vision that God has given you. So be encouraged today, and God bless you.